Hello viewers, it's a Grace World and I'm Jasmine Chris. What is love and what's your own definition of it? For instance, when someone says I love you, how does this personally translate to you? You see, love is the most misunderstood word in the world, and that's because love means different things to different people. But we all agree on one major fact: it's the most powerful force in the universe. Love is the best thing that could ever be. It's what makes us come alive. It's what makes life worth living. And without love, nothing seems to make any sense. This is why some people who have fame, wealth, privileges end up committing suicide, all because of loneliness, lovelessness, or a broken heart. Now, according to Greek philosophers, love can be categorized into 7 different types. 1. Eros, the sexual, fiery, passionate love between lovers. 2. Philia, the love that exists between friends. 3. Ludus, a playful, casual type of love you feel for someone you just met or you're getting to know, like an acquaintance. 4. Pragma, the love that exists between couples who have been together for so many years. That is an understanding type of love. That is the love of endurance and commitment. 5. Storge, the love you have for relatives or very close friends. 6. Philotia, that is self-love. Though Aristotle discovered that there are 2 types of self-love: the confident, secured in yourself type, and then the unhealthy and obsessive form that's associated with narcissism. And finally, agape or divine love, which is my focus today. It's the all-encompassing, selfless love you feel towards everyone: friends, families, neighbors, and even enemies, no exceptions. It's also interesting to note that agape was later translated into Latin as caritas, which is the origin of the word charity. Before we go any further, I'd like for us to look at the biblical description of love. In 1 Corinthians 13, 4-8, it says, "Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It's not proud, it does not dishonor others. It's not self-seeking, it's not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrong. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails." And Jesus is the perfect embodiment of this. His love towards us was so pure and selfless that he had to sacrifice himself for our salvation. For no one has greater love than to lay down his own life for his friends. He was motivated because of love, and his sacrifice lasts forever because love's foundation is a solid rock. Whatever you do outside love doesn't last, for it's the only foundation for anything that is meant to have lasting significance. This is why the likes of Mother Teresa, John D. Rockefeller, Princess Diana, and a lot more others are revered and remembered long after they are gone. Their selfless acts of kindness will forever inspire us because their love made the world a better place. We all have the capacity to love inside of us, just like Jesus, but it has to be activated. Once it's unlocked, most of the issues you're dealing with in life will naturally be resolved. Scientifically, it's been proven that the root cause of certain medical conditions like anxiety, high blood pressure, depression, decreased immune response is unforgiveness, bitterness, anger, resentment, and a lot of emotions that has to do with hatred. So what if love is the antidote to these feelings? Maybe that neighbor you dread the thought of seeing. Maybe that colleague you can't stand in the office that causes you so much anxiety. You could say you've tried everything and it just won't work. What if love is the solution? What if love is the answer? And I'm not talking about selfish love, but selfless love. Because the first one has to do with the mind, logic, and ego, which is the enemy of love, while selfless love has to do with the heart. A person whose heart is filled with so much hate is a breeding ground for demonic oppression, leading to retrogression, stagnation, limitation, to mention a few. This is why Jesus said, "The devil has nothing he can use against me. He has nothing in common with me, because he is pure light love, peace, and power. I'm not here to talk about what's wrong with the world, but what can be done in your world to make it a lot better. So if you're watching this, please join us to light the candle of love in your heart by asking Jesus to fill you with his gentle Holy Spirit, one at a time, step by step. And by changing your own world, we could all together change bits and pieces of this world until it becomes a world of love. You might think this is too much of a stretch, but never underestimate the power of a seed. For every avalanche, one started with a spark. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be talking about the power of meditation and the spoken word in my next video. I'd love to see you again, and Godspeed!